You say that you want to talk to the American people. Are you prepared to sit down eventually and talk to the American government about the issues that you have just mentioned tonight that separate, that divide you?
Firstly, nothing should prevent dialogue and understanding between two nations, especially between their scholars and thinkers. Right now, I recommend the exchange of professors, writers, scholars, artists, journalists, and tourists. A large number of educated and noble Iranians now reside in the United States as representatives of the Iranian nation. This shows that there is no hostility between the two nations. But the dialogue between civilizations and nations is different from political relations. In regard to political relations, we have to consider the factors which lead to the severance of relations. If someday another situation is to emerge, we must definitely consider the roots and relevant factors and try to eliminate them. Firstly, I have to state that United States foreign policy behavior toward Iran has inflicted damages upon us, but it also had a positive effect. It caused us to mainly focus on our own domestic capabilities and resources to advance our objectives. Now, too, we feel no need for ties with the United States, especially as the modern world is so diverse and plural that we can reach our objectives without any United States assistance. I especially feel that many progressive countries, including the Europeans, are far more advanced in their foreign policies than the United States. We are carrying out our own activities and have no need for political ties with the United States. But the point is that the political behavior of governments should not deprive nations from enjoying the opportunities provided by each side. There is a bulky wall of mistrust between us and the United States administrations, a mistrust rooted in improper behaviors of the American governments. As an example of this type of U.S. behavior, I should refer to admitted involvement of the United States government in the 1953 coup d'etat, which toppled Dr. Mossadegh's national government, immediately followed by a $45 million loan to strengthen an unpopular government installed by foreigners. I should also refer to the capitulation law imposed by the United States on Iran. The attitude of the United States after the victory of the revolution was not a civilized one either. They have adopted a hostile policy against Iran. They have tried to inflict economic damages upon us, a clear example of which is the D'Amato Act, which represents a continuation of Cold War mentality and the lack of appreciation of realities to the point that they even want to impose their will upon other countries, such as European countries and Japan, or the allocation of the already mentioned $20 million to topple the Iranian government. The success of our revolution has come at a great cost to our nation, and the United States has a major share in the cost imposed upon the Iranian nation. There is a grave mistrust between us. If negotiations are not based on mutual respect, they will never lead to positive results. The condition is that American foreign policy should abandon its instrumental rationality and stop considering others as instruments. They should respect the rights of each individual and adopt an approach based on communicative rationality, which is inherent in the American civilization. There must first be a crack in this wall of mistrust to prepare us for a change and to create an opportunity to study a new situation. Unfortunately, the behavior of the American government in the past up to this date has always exacerbated the climate of mistrust, and we have so far not detected any sign of change of behavior. We are looking for a world in which misunderstandings can be overcome. Nations can understand one another, and mutual respect and logic govern relations among states. It is the right of every nation to stand on its principles and values and to expect such respect and dignity from others.
Then where does this dialogue, this message to the people of the United States lead?
When I speak of dialogue, I intend dialogue between civilizations and cultures. Such discourse should be centered around thinkers and intellectuals. I believe that all doors should now be opened for such dialogue and understanding, and possibilities for contacts even between American and Iranian citizens should become available, so that through greater understanding between our two nations, a better future for both countries and nations may be formed.